I'm waiting for it to tell me that it's live. But there we go. We're live. I'm here. I'm live with Jen from We Outside, and I'm trying to get different opinions on this. As you can see, I'm talking about Roe
Wait,
versus Wade was overturned, and I want to get a female's opinion. I because they always go, "Oh, men can't have an opinion," which I think is bullshit because it takes two.
right.
Um, but you were starting to get into what the only thing that what makes you angry about this.
Well, I want to call, I hate to give myself a title or anything like that. I don't like to say pro anything, against anything. I hate those titles. It just pigeonholes you into one idea. And I feel like people have the right to change their minds and learn from their past understandings. But when it comes to pro choice and the decision a woman makes, I do believe that women have the right to make that decision. And but I am time sensitive to the situation. What I mean by that is I do believe there is a time frame that somebody should have the ability to terminate their pregnancy. It makes me squirm a little bit when I start to hear the 4 month, 5 month, 6 month, 7, 8 termination. Um, i think i think there definitely needs to be like term limits in regards to time when it comes to abortion. um but what makes me upset is that for 2 years I've been trying to get people to understand how important body autonomy is. And for 2 years, people have told me, no, you need to get vaccinated. It's the right thing to do. You should. People should lose their jobs if they decide not to. And then now it's like we're fighting for the rights for a woman to do something that she pleases. And a lot of people will say, well, oh, those are two different concepts. But that is not the case, in my opinion, Carlos. When we're talking about your choice, what you want to do to your body, that is a broad spectrum. That's whether you want to get a tattoo, whether you
Yeah,
want to get breast implants, whether you want to do, get a BBL, if you want to get an abortion, if you want to put a vaccine in your body. So I feel like now it's like I'm like in a strange place because I'm all about pro-choice, but at the same time, where was this community when we were saying, yo, what we want to do with our body is what we want to do with our body?
I was gonna say the only difference I say with the only reason why I say this a little bit different with this is because now you're talking about two lives. It's
That
not just one life. Yes, your body, your choice. And I go, I used to be someone who was like abortion. I don't, you have that choice, whatever. What changed me was when my son was born,
hmm
because my son was born at 24 weeks.
right.
So
Oh,
I know, I
yeah,
know for a fact from personal experience that a baby is viable outside of the womb after 24 weeks. So, you know, like some of these new abortion bills in some of these states are are ridiculous to me. Where you could have an abortion up to the point of birth.
yeah, and then
And
it's murder, guys, and
it's like to me at that point, because they'll be like, oh, the mother's health. Well, guess what? At that point, you still have to induce labor to make the abortion.
right.
So if that's the case, why can't you induce labor, put the baby up for adoption, and your health is fine now?
I
That
mean,
that's
I,
the way I look at it. I still think, I still go like, I'm not totally like I'm okay. I'm cool with Roe versus Wade being overturned because it goes back to the states. But I'm still worried about some of these laws where it's up to birth, because I still give the window of 12 weeks, which is 3 months,
okay,
because I go by that time you should know you're pregnant, and by that time you should be able to make a choice
right.
if you think you can't afford the baby or whatnot. And like you were talking about before we went on live stream, when it talks about um when
Incest,
you about like rape and incest and all that stuff, I think there should be those exceptions in any law that happens, because you shouldn't be forced to have a rapist baby.
right.
You just shouldn't. I mean, more power to you if you could handle that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. but I don't think it should be something that should be forced.
Right. I agree with that. It's it's just, yeah, I don't think it's
Okay, hold on. One of my friends is he's funny. This is what he goes. Question from the audience. He goes, where will the first riot? I mean, peaceful protest take place? I got my money on Portland.
I got my money on New York City in the next
Um, I got my money on DC. I think that's the easy bet. I think that's where we'll first start.
body.
But I I think any major city.
Yeah, city it's going to be a problem.
But here he goes again. Can a man have an abortion?
Well, now we talking. I mean, he's got a point now. Let's ask the question: can a man have an abortion? Because I'm asking for a friend. I'm just Carlos, but it's true. Like, this is where we run into these problems. Like, now, what substitutes a woman having an abortion?
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's why I laugh because when it before this whole abortion stuff came up, right? Before the whole thing with a leak that the ruling was coming out, you had all that talk of, what's a woman and a man could be a woman, but the minute abortion got threatened, oh well,
Now
no.
it's a bad like we had I saw Joe Biden's speech just now, not a little while ago. He's like, this is a sad day for women. But bro, you were just saying like we should, I mean, it's hypocrisy at its best. And he's talking about, this is what he said something along the lines, oh, this the ballot for November is going
Yes.
to be for equality and something else. And I'm like, excuse me?
But this is what, I mean, we knew this is where it was going to happen. This is where they're going to take Roe versus Wade being overturned was, they're going to want to because what's going on with the economy and everything that's going on, nobody wants to vote Democrat right now. I mean,
No.
I got friends that are Democrat that are like, either they're not going to vote or they're going to vote Republican, just because the fact that the policies that this administration have done is just making it harder and harder on everyday people.
Yeah. I'm a registered Democrat. I was raised in a Democratic home. And I don't claim any set. I look at the situation and I make an educated decision. I don't go by emotions. I don't go with the fact that there's a woman on a ticket. I don't go on the fact that there's a black person on the ticket. I go with true, educated, informed decisions about things I want to see happen in, my community or whatever the case is, or in the United States. But I do see that whole change in Democrats turning into Republicans because they're sick of this shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, of like one of my son's nurses, I guess she comes from a family of Republicans because she's always telling me how her father is pro Trump, and she's like she can't stand Trump, and now she goes, well, at first she went from okay, I won't vote for Trump to now it's like nah, I'll vote for Trump.
Yeah.
She's like I can't. Uh, she goes, I can't keep paying $5 a gallon for gas.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then, I mean, I know this is supposed to be about Roe versus Wade, but it all boils down to each other because come November, I think that they're talking about you gotta vote Democrat because of abortion, and I go look, if you want people to support abortion rights, then they need to stop making it so extreme. It needs to stop being, oh, it's go back to the old Democrat way, safe, legal, and rare. That used to be because the whole thing about it is you got these celebrities talking about, I wish I had an abortion, I'm proud of my abortion, and it's like, no, abortion shouldn't be something that's celebrated. Abortion should be something that it's a serious issue, it's a sad issue because it ends a life.
They
And
they've gotten I'm sorry to say, but the Democrats, they've gone too far to the point where it just seems sinister how they're moving. It's like they won't they've gone, it's like I think it's like point of no return, Carlos, in my opinion, because they're just at a point where they're just trying to satisfy a very satanic, demonic life. And a lot of Americans are wanting back that richness that makes the United States what it is, and that is family and just moral
No,
compass.
it's funny that you said that because I did a live stream on with sideways stripes,
Hmm.
um, and I told them one of my solutions to all the stuff that's going on is that I think people need to turn to God, and I'm not, and I specified it with I don't care what religion, as long as you're turning to God, because that's the problem that's going on is that the Democrats are becoming the godless party, and they're turning into okay, there's no God, but the state is becoming God. It's like we
Yeah.
need, instead of turning to God to our problems, we're turning to the state, to the government for our problems.
Right. Exactly.
Instead of, the family is an institution that, when you had issues, let's say, for example, you're broke, you couldn't pay a bill or something like that. Maybe you go to your parents and you ask them for money and, you eventually pay them back. So, stuff like that. That's what having a family sometimes is about,
Right.
is helping you out when you hit rock bottom or something like that, helping them out when they're sick.
I just also think I don't did you hear his speech, Biden's speech?
I heard a little bit of it. I didn't hear it
he,
all.
he mentioned privacy, and I was like, is he serious? Like, there's and that's the thing, like with abortion, it's a private matter. I don't believe
Mhm.
it's something that needs to be broadcast to the whole wide world.
Exactly.
It's a private matter. I think anything health wise is a private matter. And the way they're moving, it just seems like everything's going to be on Front Street. Your private medical business is not going to be private anymore. So I don't know. Like this whole decision could be a whole way gateway to like infringe people's medical privacy, you know? So you
Yeah,
got
no,
you got to go.
it's a double-edged sword because it pushes, abortion back to the states, but then there's other stuff. Because here's the problem: if abort for the past 50, they're always like, oh, this was for the past 50 years, for the past 50 years. Why in the past 50 years, that this was a court decision, this wasn't a law. So in the past 50 years, why was it never made a law? Why
Right.
was, like, when the Democrats had enough votes to pass an abortion bill, why didn't they pass it?
Because it's not even on the Constitution.
But that's my
Abortion.
whole point. It's not in the Constitution. So if you want to make it a law, you have to pass a bill. So like all these states that now they had what they call trigger laws, where now like Texas, and some of these other southern states, they're they are automatically now there's no abortion.
Hmm.
They said once Roe versus Wade is overturned, we have automatic law that states no more abortion.
Right.
But like I said, if they would have Democrats, if this was such an important issue in the last 50 years, when they had the power to do so,
That's a fact.
they've never codified it into law. And even then, if you look at some of the details of Roe versus Wade, they even back then they talked about viability.
Yeah, viabilities, because they that argument is still very. It's 50 years and it's still a issue. Like they don't understand when to say something is viable.
Exactly. But the problem is like, let's say in 72 when this was passed, viability was different. Like my son in 72, born at 24 weeks, would have died. But
Uh-huh.
my son in 2007, born 24 weeks, was able to live.
Right.
So viability now has been extended a lot earlier than it was 50 years ago.
Exactly. So I mean, and that's another thing too. Like, um, one of the issues that we're going to bear is that a lot of the things are changing so rapidly. It doesn't coincide with a constitution that was written many years ago. So we run
Mhm.
into that problem as well. Like there needs to be a revamp of some kind, but the revamp needs to be still keeping the idea of freedom, and that's what I'm worried about.
Well, well, that's going to be, well, this is the whole thing. I mean, I know they don't, the people on the left right now, they don't look at it as an expansion of freedom um, because there's going to be some states that are going to prevent it. But
Right.
that's the beauty of our system is the fact that, you know what, if you live in Texas right now and you're not happy with this and you know you can't get it changed, well, you can vote with your feet. You can move
Right.
and you can move to whatever state where it's legal.
But so Carlos, so do people really like leave a state because they don't agree on abortion? Like it,
Um,
like I don't like I'm living in two. I work and live in two. I'm in New Jersey and I
yeah,
work in New York. I'm not leaving anytime because abortion is going to be legal. Like I said, it to me, it's your choice. If you
no,
want to, fine. But like
no,
again, like you said, if somebody really feels strongly about it, then move. But I doubt, like I don't know, I doubt people gonna move
oh
because
no, I don't think something like that would. But like the other reason, the other thing, the gun bill, that not the gun bill, the Supreme Court just ruled on guns. But let's
right,
say that's something like that where I would move from a state because if you make the guns I have illegal, I'm getting the hell out.
yeah, then that's yeah, it's different. It's a little
You
different.
know, so there are certain issues that will make people leave because I know, like like if like you're in New Jersey, how hard was it for you to get your license and stuff in
It
New
was
Jersey?
it was like a 2 month process.
Exactly. So they don't make it easy for you.
No, they don't.
And the whole thing is, what if they go, okay, well, instead of making it a 2 month process, now we're gonna make you wait a year,
That's crazy.
which to me is just it's nonsense because if you do that, then what if, let's say, you had an abusive ex-boyfriend and he threatened to kill you. So you go to get your you go get a gun and they tell you, oh, you gotta wait a year. But this guy is trying to kill me.
Listen, I think carrying legally is important. It makes criminals think twice. That's how I see it. Um, People would, the whole gun thing is also another issue. Um, I don't know. It's kind of heavy, Carlos.
I know. Like I said, I got you on. I wanted to talk to you about with the whole abortion but this whole week has been reports, the Supreme Court has been releasing stuff.
I know they've been on some shit. They ain't not playing with it. But the thing is, like, just because the Supreme Court rules, that doesn't mean the state has to follow. So that's like, I don't know why everybody's up in arms. Like New York City, like, relax. They're gonna have abortions. They're not gonna stop abortions in New York. You know that. New Jersey, they're not gonna stop abortions. I don't.
No,
So like, I think people need to relax now. Texas, I'm not gonna lie. Texas and Missouri, they did not wait for the ink to dry. They fucking
no.
said legal today.
Well, yeah, no, that was the law that they passed. They passed what they called the trigger law. So once that was gone, it's like, okay, no more abortion. And like I said, for me, I'm pro-choice, but I have my limits. Like I said, I don't think it's something that should be, you know, paraded over, being proud of it. It's something where, you know, like in my life, like I'm not gonna, it's happened to me where I got a girl pregnant and she wanted to have the abortion. I
Right.
couldn't make her have the baby. I didn't want to have the abortion. I,
Mm-hmm.
I know I would have had to struggle, but she didn't want to struggle. And it's
Right.
like,
I'm listen, I'm about people making their decisions, but at the same time, I would like to have the same grace when it comes to my body and what I want to do with it. Especially when it like my main thing is I did not like the way they handled the vaccine situation in New York and New Jersey. And I just believe like we weren't given any grace about it. But now I feel like people are like, well, we should fight for my body, my choice because they're not allowed the whole decision came about abortion. So I'm just thinking like everything needs to be across the board. When it comes to your body, the government shouldn't have a decision on it. That's how I feel.
No, especially when it comes to what you put into your own body.
Yeah.
This whole nonsense of, you know, um, especially like you said, when it comes to the same abortion people right now that are up at arms going, my body, my choice, are the same people screaming, take the shot. But they don't see that their cognitive dissonance
They
that
don't.
they're that in one incident you're saying my body, my choice, but in the other incidents you're saying, oh no, you have to take the shot. And then they'll say, this is the kicker, they'll go, oh, but you have to be, but you're affecting my life by not taking the shot. And it's like, well, guess what? You're taking a life by having an abortion.
It's the fight that it's like a hamster wheel. The hamster wheel. It just keeps going and going and going. You can't pick and choose what movement you want. If it's about body autonomy and medical freedom, that's across the board for everybody. But people don't see it like that. People don't see it like that.
Yeah, no, it's how I look at it is, like I said, it's up to the states now. The question is, like in these states like Texas, will it change the politics that goes on with that now? Will, let's say, will more Democrats get elected in Texas because of this to change the laws? I extremely doubt it, because you have these states where you have a large religious um constituency. That's the word I was looking for. And I don't think that these people are gonna go, okay, well, no, we're gonna allow abortion now. No,
Right.
but like I said, I think the compromise to me is, if you have Democrats, moderate Democrats, stop this nonsense of supporting abortion up to birth, and just be reasonable and go, okay, look, 3 months. Let's do 3 months.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
and
about time. I'm all about the timing. To me, it's timing. Jennifer, when she was 16, maybe that would have been my choice, straight to an abortion. But Jennifer at 38 now, that's not it. I'm just grateful I never had to make that decision in my life. I know people who've done it. One of the things that breaks my heart is that a lot of people use abortion as a form of birth control, and
yes.
facts. And a lot of women need to be honest with that. Abortion is not a form of birth control. Like, if you don't want to be pregnant, then you need to all the preventative measures so that you don't get pregnant. It is not right for a woman to be having 8 to 10 abortions. And some people, and I'm gonna call it what it is, I know people who use it as a form of birth control.
I mean, I don't get. I understand, like, you have an oopsie once, maybe twice,
Yes.
but these. I mean, you have the morning after pill, you have condoms, you have birth control, you have multiple forms of birth control. You have
Mhm.
the pill, you have IUDs, you have the patches, you
Men
have
have condoms, men
yeah.
use condoms.
It's like,
Like,
men, you can have a vasectomy and have it reversed when you want to have kids.
yes.
I
So
mean,
it's
there's
so it's
plenty of ways.
it's now abortion is what it is, but at the same time people abuse it. It's an abusive procedure. Like, it's crazy.
Someone, uh this is my brother-in-law, he said, facts, abortion is not a form of birth control. And he's a Democrat.
Yeah.
He's up there. And that, but this is what I'm talking about. We need the moderate Democrats to step up to the plate and stop supporting these crazy far left people, these candidates that will support abortion up to birth. That's, to me, that's over the line. Just as much as I think banning abortion completely is over the line, I think they're both they're the extreme issues of the same thing. It's like abortion, no abortion, and abortion up to birth are two extremes that I can't mess with.
On top of it too, there needs to be transparency of what happens to these fetuses once they are aborted, because the rumor has it that they use these fetuses and they use these fetal tissues for a number of things, which I find unethical. So, like, the transparency with abortion is not as transparent. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
what
yeah.
those bodies? What happens to those clumps of cells?
Well, what was it? Was it Project Veritas that got Planned Parenthood in trouble because
Yes,
they were selling the body parts?
that's what I'm saying. So like you
Mhm.
got rid of this baby that came out of your body. What is there a paperwork that tells you what they do exactly with these fetal tissues? What, you know what I mean? So the transparency is also not there. So it's it's a crazy thing, and I just I don't know how people can just have their DNA taken out of their body, the baby is their DNA, and then like, oh, I don't know what happens to the fetus, what happens, I don't know, do they educate us on that? I don't know.
Um, I know you told me you had to go at 2, so I know we got caught in, and I
Yeah,
don't want you to be late for whatever you got to do.
yeah, I'm gonna get off now, but thank you for having me. I'll come on if I can anytime, so let
Yeah,
me know.
no, I appreciate it. No, I like I said, I wanted. I messaged a couple of women, and no one. You were the only one that got back to me, and I'm like, because I'm like, I want to get a female's opinion on this because I think it's important. I think even if that I didn't know what your opinion was before I got it, just but I'm like, it's important, even if we don't agree, to have the conversation.
Right. I mean, I've never experienced abortions, but I've had family members that have. I know friends that have. I've seen the ugly side of it. I've seen the psychological side of it. I know people who've had abortions and then they get pregnant again and they will never ever do it again. They will straight have their children
Oh
because
yeah,
there's a psychological warfare on women too who get abortions. It's not just, oh, I mean, at least the ones that I think are sane. I don't know. When you go get an abortion, it's a psychological thing for both the man and the woman.
oh
Um,
yeah. No, I mean, I still to this day I go, I should have a 18-year-old.
you see what I'm saying?
To this day, it's like when I think of when when I get closer to the day when the baby would have been born,
Yeah.
I go, damn, I would have had an 18-year-old.
Yeah, having children is a psychological thing. Whether you send that child, if you put a child in adoption, you're always gonna walk the streets and be like, maybe that's my kid. It's a it's a human experience, and it's psychological. It should be taken serious, and I don't think people take it as serious as they should. It's,
No, I think that's the problem with where they sex has become so what's the word I'm looking for? It's lost its meaning.
yeah,
It's lost its meaning. So
I think people are very desensitized with abortion and just the fact of being a parent. You can't like it's just I don't know. We're just going a crazy time right
yeah, no, it's like you're gonna have sex with someone, at least know whether or not would you be okay with that being your baby daddy, your baby mama. Because
now.
if you're not, then maybe you shouldn't have sex with them.
Right. Basically, because
You
the
know,
chances are there.
exactly. So it's like instead of being so cavalier about it, now that this decision's there, maybe people will think twice.
Yeah, maybe they will in their states.
And
You know,
exactly, especially if you live in those states where they don't allow it.
but it is what
Uh,
it is. Thank you so much for having me.
all right, thanks for coming on.
All
I
right.
appreciate your feedback.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye. All right, so I'm trying to see. I'm waiting for one other person. They said they wanted to come on, so but yeah, so I thought it was important to have a female's intake because uh, all the time they always go, it's a man can have an opinion, but meanwhile, a man can be a woman. In the same, these are the contradicting thoughts that come out of the left's mouth. A man could be a woman when it suits their purpose, but when it suits their purpose, a man can't have an opinion. And it takes two people to make this baby. It doesn't take one person. So, yes, I'm a guy, I'm a male, and I have my opinion, and you know, I'm perfectly fine with the abortion going back to the states. It's not a constitutional law, no matter how much these people try to say it is. it is nowhere in the Constitution where it states you have a right to abortion. Now, like I said, am I okay with these states that banned abortion? No, because but when you look at Roe versus Wade, there was a viability issue, and right now in 2022, the viability is much earlier than it was in 1972 when Roe was decided. So where do we go from here is the question. It's like, look, listen, if you live in one of these states and this is an important issue to you, like I said with Jen, then save up your money, move away. Because if you don't think you could get the law changed, then you got to vote with your feet. But that's the beauty. Here's the beauty of our system, okay? Is the fact that with the federalist system that we have, we don't all have to agree on laws. You could vote with your feet. If you don't like the laws that are in your state, you can move. But this is the problem when you try to pass national laws that every state does not agree with, because you have a place where you're going to have you're going to have states that are going to always be fighting, and that's what's gone on for 50 years. Yeah, it was decided, but you know what? That's why people kept suing, states kept trying to pass laws, because they at the end they wanted this overturned. They wanted it to go back to the states. And that, like I said, the beauty of our system is the fact that if you don't like what's going on, you could go and whoa, hold on for a second. You got to fix that before I put you on. I gotta mute you for a second because you got to fix your mic or something. Because let's see. Oh, you sound horrible. I'm not gonna be able to do this that long, but I want let's get the opinion from the half Rican and oh, I can't hear you. I can't. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. No, I can't hear you, dude. I can't hear you. Go ahead. While he's trying to fix that, I am. But like I was saying, well, speaking, here's my friend. He's he's in Mississippi, so he's in one of those states that has the trigger law that will ban abortion. There we go. No more feedback there. Well, we'll see.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfectly fine now.
It just takes some time. Leah, I can't do this for long either. I'm downstairs babysitting my pull-out method. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a great night tonight. We're gonna have peaceful protests in Portland, Washington D.C., New York, and if you read the comment section, these girls are gonna be, you know they're having sex. So if you're single tonight, go out there, pick up a brick, meet a girl. It's on tonight. I'm telling you, Christopher. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Read those comments. I have some good comments, and you ignored every single one of them. Where's the female?
Oh, she left. She had to go.
She had to go. She knew her next baby daddy was coming on, and she was like, "Yeah, I gotta leave. I gotta go." No, I'm not from Mississippi, by the way. That was a joke.
No, you're in Alabama, right?
Yeah, I'm in Alabama.
Yeah,
the cousin when you was talking about leaving the state, I said I'm never gonna leave Mississippi. I love my cousins. That was a joke. You get it? Because you're talking about if your guns got taken away and you're gonna leave the state. Well, I was like, if they take my cousin away, I'm leaving Mississippi. But this is why you get 800 views when I come on the Puerto Rican.
Well, I just started doing live streams like the past week or two, just because sometimes it's just easier to just to record it live stream because I don't edit anything anyway. I always keep everything in because I think it's more fun that way.
Well, yeah, it seemed like this has been going on for a while now. It just popped on my phone, and I was like, "Oh snap! This is gonna be a riot tonight."
Yeah, no, I'm worried about that too.
I'm not. Well, you probably are too. Where you live, it's liberals.
Oh no.
everywhere.
I'm in the boondocks. I'm fine. I don't got to worry.
Oh, okay. Good. See, here in Alabama, we don't give a damn.
Yeah, I'm in
maybe in
boondocks here.
Birmingham. Maybe in Birmingham they're like riot, but no.
Yeah, where I'm at now, nothing's going on here. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
It
we're too
takes
lazy to
me a
riot.
half an hour to get to Walmart.
Yeah, we're too lazy to riot. We're too busy. We're too busy watching TV and eating.
You too busy having incest with your cousins.
That's Mississippi. We win championships here in Alabama. Roll Tide.
Not this year.
I bet you we will. You want to put an abortion on it?
No. I was talking about that this year because you lost to Georgia.
Oh, well, congratulations to Georgia. I mean, I think 6 national championships in 15 years. I think I'm good.
I don't have a stake in college football. I don't.
I know because you're from the North. I know.
Well, no, I just don't have I don't have a favorite. Well, I also played college football, so
where'd you play at?
I played D3.
So did Cam Newton. Where'd you play at?
St. John Fisher.
Never heard of it. Okay.
Exactly. That's why I always tell people I just played D3. Look, listen, I never played in high school. I walked onto my college football team and I made it on.
I played on a high school team. Never played high school football. I'm just playing. No, listen. Tonight is gonna be a fun night. Look, I understand some of y'all gonna live in big cities. Y'all not gonna have a lot of fun, but there's gonna be a lot of fun on the TV tonight. I'm gonna get to watch all you idiots tear down your cities and burn. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna watch all y'all do it, and I'm gonna have a kickback or relax, and then I'm gonna watch CNN. I'm gonna watch CNN and how they are telling me. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Now I'm gonna watch CNN, and they're gonna tell me how this is all Trump's fault. How Joe Biden.
Joe Biden already did that.
Yeah, I know. I saw the speech. Joe Biden. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna get my popcorn ready. I'm gonna drink me some soda pop because I don't drink no more. I'm gonna have a great time at night. It's gonna be must-see TV. And all the ladies out there who's fighting and throwing toilet paper on trees and
well, I look at it like this. If they're gonna start rioting, I don't need a new TV. But if I could get one for free, then I'll go join them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one of those Wave Master punching bags, and I see the price for them, and they're like $400. I'm like, damn. But I can just drive to Atlanta and
get one for free.
Yeah.
But the price of gas right now, you probably end up paying just as much.
You know what? Like I said, we're both busy. I told my little girl, I said 5 minutes. I want to get on here and talk to my boy Carlos. Shouts out to my cousin. Forgot her name.
Arlene.
Arlene, yeah. Shouts out to Arlene. I know you watching. Yo, if you're gonna vote Democrat, like I back in the day, I used to be bipartisan. I think Bush kind of switched me. After Clinton, it kind of switched me Democrat, and then Bush came along, and it was like, oh my God, I gotta stay Democrat because Bush tore the country up.
Bush was until Joe Biden. Bush Senior was the worst president in my lifetime.
Bush Jr. You mean?
I mean Bush Jr. Sorry, Bush Jr. was the worst president in my lifetime till Joe Biden.
Yeah, Obama was a close second.
Obama was a close second, but he woke me up. Obama was the one who finished waking me up. Because
I think, you know what? I told you this. What woke me up was the Chick-fil-A thing. How they can twist things around. And that's what woke me up. But no, and also what woke me up was Obama when I went to the doctor and they told me I had to pay like $3,000 right there, and then they kept trying to hustle me down. I was like, this never happened before.
Yeah. What woke me up with Obama was when he was doing the same shit that Bush was doing, and nobody said nothing about it.
Yeah. Well,
like when he was bombing, like they would bitch that Bush was bombing countries, and then Obama came in, started bombing children, and it was okay.
Yeah, and the national debt just kept going up and up and up. You remember Bush? It was like $7 trillion, and then Obama got by the end of his term, it was 19. He doubled it.
Oh yeah,
and it was like what the nobody saying nothing. But you know what? Here's the thing. My point is this: if you vote Democrat now, like seriously, if you vote, you even put a D next to anything on your voting thing, you got to be the biggest idiot. I don't care if you got a master's degree, a doctorate, you got to be an idiot. Or you have a lot of money, and that $5 a gallon is not hurting.
Oh yeah, he's talking about abortions on the ballot in November. Like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. And talking about all these lies, talking about the birth control. They're gonna take the birth control away and all that. I said, man, please, come on. Look, if y'all simple-minded enough to do this, vote for Democrats, go ahead. I've never voted Democrat ever again. Trump wrote me up and then the media, celebrities, all that bull crap.
I'll be honest with you. I'm the same way. I can't ever see myself voting for a Democrat again. I can't. They've gone overboard with their issues. Like I said, when it comes to abortion, now they want bills that make abortion up to birth legal.
It was getting crazy.
So that stuff to me just drives me nuts. Them wanting to, force you to chemically castrate your children.
Training
puberty blockers for kids and kids. Yeah. Look, you're not mature enough to have a gun at 18, but you could make a life-altering decision at 12.
Yeah. Training story hour. It kills me. You know what they used to say about Christianity and religious beliefs? Don't ever force your beliefs on us.
Yeah.
And the same people are sitting there like, hey, they're forcing their beliefs on me. You can't force your religion on me. By the way, my proper pronouns are they, it, me.
Yeah. It's like, I can't force my religious beliefs on you, but you could force your godless beliefs on me.
Yeah. Cartoons. I mean, my wife wants to turn Disney Plus and Netflix off. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe thing is on today. I gotta watch that, and then we can turn it off.
Yeah.
I believe in.
I have all intentions of watching that today myself too. So it's funny you said.
I'm like, I've been up for almost 48 hours, and I'm like, I want to go take a nap. But it's okay because my wife don't care. But here's the thing, though. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Tonight is gonna be must-see. I don't know. Do I want to watch the new Doctor Strange movie on Disney Plus, or do I want to watch I'm sorry, I almost said rack. Do I want to watch the Peaceful Protest?
Peaceful Protest.
Yeah. I can see it now. Excuse me. I know you probably gonna get disgusted by this, but I can see a lot of tampons and coat hangers being thrown at the Capitol building right now. I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be must-see TV, and I'm hoping that this crap don't come they're gonna come find me. The 3 or 4 people watching this now probably gonna try to find me and say, "Hey man, we need to go ahead and riot at his house." I'm telling you right now, you riot at my house, what's gonna happen is you're probably gonna help rebuild it because you're gonna feel sorry for me. I don't got nothing here. You can be like, damn. But it's okay, though. Listen, tonight, 9 p.m. Portland. 9 p.m. Eastern, Portland.
No. Wait. That's too early because remember, at 9 p.m. it'll still be 6 p.m. over there. So it's going to get worse around 11 o'clock our time.
Oh, I'll be in bed by then. Damn.
Yeah, sorry. If you remember, so East Coast riots will begin around 8, 9 o'clock. And then the West Coast ones, peaceful protests will begin around 8, 9 o'clock Eastern, and then when you get to the West Coast, California, Portland, and Oregon and Washington, that'll begin around 11, 12 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, I tested my cousin. I told him he didn't know about Roe versus Wade getting overturned. He was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, man. I guess condoms and coat hangers going to be a new form of birth control." Sorry, dog.
Man, that's horrible.
But listen, the right Rican. Hey, we gotta do this again. Look, I hadn't been on your show. This is my third time. I forced myself on your show today. I saw a hot chick and I was like,
Well,
you know what?
You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
I saw the hot chick and I was like, wow. And then as soon as I get on, there's you. It's like every time you get a hot chick on here, they leave after I come. I don't understand. Am I disgusting looking?
You scare them away. What can I tell you?
I scare them away. I don't know why I do that. I don't understand. I always thought I had charm in my boys' good looks, but obviously the 48 hours of no sleep scares females away. Matter of fact, 48 minutes of no sleep, it doesn't matter. Girls don't like me. But bottom line is this, the right Rican, if you haven't subscribed to this channel right now, you need to go ahead, subscribe button, press a like, and if you haven't liked this video, like it.
There you go.
Oh, look at this. You can StreamYard is awesome. See, I do Rumstream.
Yeah, no, I started using, as I said, just started doing this because I started using StreamYard. So
do you like StreamYard?
What happened?
Do you like it?
It's actually very user friendly.
Oh, Rumstream is user friendly. It has a lot of kinks to it sometimes. I don't know. It's to each his own, I guess. Maybe because I live in Alabama.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But it's cool. I have a soundboard now since the last time we talked.
Oh, okay.
I got a bunch of microphones laying around here. I got a camera.
I'm still not that fancy. I have my regular streaming camera, which I need to get a new one because I need a new base. And I have my lights and my mic, and that's it. And I got my Mac.
Yeah, I got some speakers. Like I said, I got 2 mics, some speakers, a soundboard.
Oh yeah. No. Okay. You know what's different? I use a TV as a second monitor. So like that, it's easier for me to see everything.
Yeah. Oh, I also have a wife that doesn't have sex with me, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
And then we got I got this third microphone here, and my wife bitches at me all the time. And some headphones. I got headphones. I got some headphones right here. And, she hits me and stuff like that. But listen, the right Rican, we got to do this again because it's gonna be fun tonight. Hey. I'm telling you, we got to do like a live stream watch riot night. This is gonna be fun.
Take your nap.
Take
your nap. And you know what? If there is peaceful protest later, I'll hit you up and we'll go on live stream and we'll make fun of them.
I'm not making fun of them. I'm gonna be watching. I just hope nobody died. Seriously, on the serious note.
Oh, jokes
aside, it was a guy that they never talk about. That got shot. They said Trump supporter. It was this guy walking the street and killed him. I hope it's nothing like that.
No.
If you don't riot safely, don't just go out there and start killing people, please.
I agree with that.
Keep your riots non-violent, okay? That's all I gotta say. Keep your riots there's no peaceful protest. You ain't gonna peaceful shit.
No, they ain't gonna.
Don't hurt nobody. Steal what you gotta steal. Go steal what you gotta steal. Take what you gotta take. Break what you gotta break, but don't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's gonna be mostly women, so it's not. It's gonna be a lot of.
I disagree with that because that was like with the BLM riots. With the BLM protests, all a lot of the rioters were white in some of the especially like in Portland, and all there in the Northwest.
Well, what I'm saying is, I didn't say color. I said women. I said it's gonna be mostly women.
But that's what I say that it's not, and you're assuming their gender.
Well, I'm assuming it's just gonna be a lot of gossip and bitching and complaining. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's gonna be helicopters, a bunch of women just yelling and screaming.
You know, you're gonna have those
So-
the beta males that are gonna hope to get laid. You know.
Oh, I know. If I was single, I'll be there too. Oh my goodness gracious! I called my boy up. He's on my YouTube channel. I said, dude, this is the night, man. You need to go out there to Birmingham and check out if they got a ride going on. You need to be out there. I'm telling you, have like a pro-choice T-shirt on, or you in like Flint. I asked my wife. I said, hey, can I go protest with my friends? And she told me, yeah, because she don't like me. She wants me to leave. She got my bags packed and everything. She was like, I was just kidding. Oh, she got mad because she had to unpack my clothes. I was like, man, you just a mean lady. But don't unpack them. I'm going. I mean, I'm serious. I see the thing about Alabama, people are so lazy. They don't see. Everybody thinks about Alabama being like, you know, we're just lazy people. We're not gonna riot. We're gonna stay home and watch y'all.
So wait, I gotta ask a question. So is it the white side of you or the Puerto Rican side of you that's lazy then? Because you got to double, you know.
Well, Puerto Ricans are hard workers now.
No, not the ones in New York.
Well, my dad, my dad. That's all. My dad.
No, I know. My dad had 2 jobs, so I know. My dad used to.
My dad's the definition of hard work. My mom worked hard too. Now, my mom worked from 9 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night.
Well, my mom took care. My mom was a
badass kids. So
yeah. Well, my mom took care of 3 kids. She also helped my grandfather in his bodega. So, you know, my mom worked hard too.
My mom hiked the mountains, the Everglades or whatever mountains. My mom killed a dragon. So my mama can beat your mama up. Okay.
Okay. My mom's a lover, not a fighter.
According to my dad, my mama was a lover too. When he gets drunk, no. I don't want to hear no stories about my mama. I'm just no.
You don't want your mama jokes? No.
Your mama's so ugly, her dildo went limp.
Oh, what?
Your mama's so ugly, her dildo went limp. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Right Rican. I gotta go. Yep. I gotta go babysit my 2-year-old son and my 2-year-old granddaughter. Yes, think about that for a little bit. Welcome to Alabama.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let me know when you want to come on for your own show. Let me know.
You need to come. You just said, you know what? You just told me that you don't.
I'll come on yours. You tell me when you want me to come on yours. Let me know.
Yeah, but we don't do the interview room no more. We're CTS Sports Room.
We could talk about sports. I love sports. My Mets are the best league, the best team in the National League.
We're mostly a college, even though we want when we was doing the interview room, it was like an all sports channel. We got with a guy who I'm not gonna say his name on this channel because I think they're very cautious about how they
I got you.
Things. I don't give a damn. I'll say what the fuck I want. By the way, we pissed Tim Brando off.
Who's Tim Brando?
Tim Brando from CBS Sports.
Oh, okay.
He won't come back on. It's funny because he had 5 enemies behind him. He came on talking shit about Nick Saban, and one of the guys on the show, let him know. And then some guy named Jake told him to get your head out of your ass. Nick Saban is the GOAT. And I read the comment to him, and he won't come back. He got almost 1,000 views. Anyway, the point of the matter is this. You need to come on. We don't talk about baseball. We talk mostly about college football because we kind of kept it more the algorithm. And we've already, ever since this guy came onto the channel to help us out, our viewership went down a little bit because I don't advertise no more, like with Google Ads. But I'm getting natural views. Everything has gone up from like click rate and everything.
I love sports, so football, whatever, I can talk.
Okay, well, you need to study up on some college football then.
I will.
And tonight, if I'm available, we need to have peaceful protest live stream.
Well, we'll see what goes on. Anyways, let me let you go because I gotta go check on my kids now because they've been upstairs for too long.
Yeah, I put my kids outside with the dogs.
Yeah, I don't have one yet.
Well, what I do is I just get some bread and water, and I put the water in the pan, and put some bread out there like a duck, and just throw it out there, and they go try to catch it. It's weird. All right, I'll catch you later.
All right, catch you later. Well, that's it, everybody. I was trying to see if one more person wanted to come on, but Adrian, if you're watching this, I was waiting to see if you'd come on, but guess not. I wanted to get one more opinion. Joey is a funny guy. As you can see, he has his own sports channel, and I like to talk about politics and culture war issues. And this is breaking news, a big deal of what happened. And I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Please like and subscribe. And thank you for everyone who participated. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Joey. And thank you for everyone who left comments. And with that being said, have a good weekend, everyone, and stay safe.